So apparently, Chinese-owned companies are creating fake black entrepreneurs to sell fake black-owned products, and they're using AI to do it.
They're using music that is, maybe Black anthem music, and they are really trying to make people think that they are Black owned businesses. They're doing stuff like creating AI generated videos of Black people.
Black-owned hair shops are being targeted by suppliers. I'll say it again. Black-owned hair shops are being targeted by suppliers right now.
So we have this new problem going on within the Black community, as we always have a new problem going on, where the Asian American community has started to try to trick Black people into shopping with them again, instead of owning their own crap and owning the problems that they've caused within, their community. Because the problems of Black people, the problem of theirs, of Black people not shopping with them, is their problem and they caused it. So instead of owning up and accepting responsibility, actually doing what they need to do to make Black people feel more secure, they're trying to trick us back into shopping with them. And one way they're trying to do that is by labeling every one of their businesses a Black-owned business. So we need to start verifying who these owners are. So I use Google AI to verify that this was not a Black-owned business. It's called The Gaijin in Detroit. It's in Hazel Park, Michigan, which is a little suburb in Detroit. And they're trying to market themselves as a Black-owned place to get people to come back to their business. And I'm just letting you guys know, if you go there, you spend your money consciously, and just know that, Chef Remy owns it. And Chef Remy is an Asian American man from Chicago. He's been cooking sushi since the 90s, and he is not Black. However, if you look at the video, he's hired all Black people to run his restaurant because he knows that Black people are starting to boycott Asian-owned businesses. So he's hired Black people to do it. He has Instagram pages, putting up fake posts saying this is a Black-owned restaurant just to get business back. And we need to be aware.
Imagine, as a Black person, proudly buying a product labeled Black owned, believing your money, your dollar is helping build wealth in your own Black community, only to later discover the owner may not be Black at all. That means you have unknowingly invested into Asian community, which is obviously, not your will. I mean, imagine thinking you are investing in Black businesses. You are helping, Black, entrepreneurs, while your dollars are allegedly ending up somewhere else. Now, that possibility is what has sparked outrage across parts of Black community, with some creators saying certain businesses are falsely presenting themselves as, Black only to attract, Black customers. So what exactly is happening? Many people are now asking, how consumers can protect themselves. We don't know Black consumers. How can they protect themselves? How can they verify who exactly are they supporting? How do you tell what's real or what's fake? Because if it's labeled Black owned, but the person behind that product is not Black, then obviously it's fake. Well, let's watch the video to the end as we see how these agents are trying different efforts to win Black people back, but everything is just, it's just fading. It's backrashing. They are ending up being exposed. How are Black people, how are Black Americans exposing them at this trick? Let's dive into this. Let's watch and let's learn something. Remember, we may think we are buying Black owned, not knowing is somebody else. So let this video give us, a clue. I'll see you at the end for more discussion. If this is your first time to come to the channel, please subscribe so we can have more of this discussion.
So apparently, Chinese-owned companies are creating fake Black entrepreneurs to sell fake Black-owned products, and they're using AI to do it.
Everyone told me nobody would buy an elephant purse from a Black woman. I made every one of these with my hands.
This is not a real person. Here's another one.
I design leather cowboy hats.
Wait, are you serious? You design hats?
Every detail. I pick the leather, choose the hardware, design the whole look. Like this one right here. I designed this.
Oh, wow, that is beautiful.
This is AI. Again, this is not a real person. I did the research. These people do not have a name. They do not exist. This is AI. The worst part is when I see these videos, I look in the comments and I see very conscious Black supporters who are saying they're going to buy it, or some saying they already bought it. They have no idea that they've been conned.
Child. So the non-white businesses have been getting real crafty since we said that we were going to boycott. And what they're doing is they're changing their profile pages and creating other pages to signify that they're Black when they're really not. They're using music that is, maybe black anthem music, and they are really trying to make people think that they are black owned businesses. They're doing stuff like creating AI generated videos of black people saying that they are creating different products. There's one that I saw, that was a black boy that was doing a crochet hat, and he was saying that he know that the black queens is going to listen to this and listen to the end of the video, watch the video to the end. And then there was a person in the comments saying, oh, you a black boy, why are you making crochet hats? And this person, so to speak, was a non-black person. And so they do that so that black people will then go in the comments and say, oh no, I'm going to support, where's the link, I'm going to support, which is what was happening. But researchers found out that it was not a black owned business, it actually was an Indian owned business. So even though they're saying, oh, we don't need y'all money and y'all don't really contribute that much, blah blah blah, blah, they're going hard trying to make us think that they are black owned businesses, because they know that that's what we're trying to support. And it just lets you know that they do need our money. So what I would suggest is, not if it's a new business, it's a new company, especially on TikTok. Oh my God, they are infiltrating TikTok like crazy. Don't just buy based off of profile page, based off profile picture, based off music. Don't do that. Don't look in the comments and see somebody that's a bot account saying something, and then you go, saying something negative, and then you go like, oh no, I gotta support them. Don't do that. If you cannot verify by moving videos, by them doing a live, by them doing actual Facebook videos, TikTok videos, that they're a black owned company, I say don't buy from them. There are a lot of black directories, black apps that are popping up now. They have been, but there's more and more that are popping up now that verify that these are black owned companies and black owned businesses before you buy. And I would suggest that you go through one of them first. Stay vigilant, stay woke, stay dangerous. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I hope you have the day you deserve.
Now, let me tell you this. You see a lot of Asians getting on here saying this and saying that and mad because of the boycott. Let me tell you why this boycott has been 40 years overdue. Because ever since the exception, the accepting of the Asian people coming to this country, right? They have never, ever supported any black business, whether it's black restaurants, it could be black clubs, it could be black on anything. Asians always take money from the black community and put it back into their community. Once they get the money from the black people having restaurants and nail shops in their community, they go spend it in Chinatown. They go spend it with their people. You very rarely see Asian people at any other people establishment. You don't see them at the Mexican restaurants. You don't see them at no other restaurants but China or Asian restaurants. This is what you see all the time. This is what's been happening for years. But now it's 2026, so we have cameras and we have black individuals with platforms that will put a light on this. And like I say, this is 40 years overdue. Ask yourself, when has an Asian helped you with 5 cents at the store? When has an Asian helped you change a tire? When has an Asian helped you with anything? Asians do not help nobody but Asians, and they are mad because we are boycotting them. We have to transfer the wealth back to our people. We have to transfer the wealth back to our community. We need to shut these places down and in turn set up black businesses in place of that. The reason why they get a lot of these places is because they have subsidized government assistance, which helps them get into these places a fraction of the cost. Where they'll pay 1,000, we would have to pay 10,000 because of the subsidies that they get from the government. But yet they are strategically put in black neighborhoods to compete with the black people in order for us not to keep our dollar. They are not positioned in the white neighborhoods and in the white communities because the white community will have white owned businesses in the white community. Think about it. If I could keep the black people away by putting the Asians in their spots, then I don't never have to worry about the black people. Think about it. We have to transfer this wealth back to our hands. Point blank, period. No matter if it takes you 5 or 10 minutes or cost you 5 or 10 extra dollars.
Black-owned hair shops are being targeted by suppliers. I'll say it again. Black-owned hair shops are being targeted by suppliers. Right now. Today, I went into a black-owned hair shop to ask how's things going on. He told me he placed the order and they delayed it by 2 weeks. And in that same time, the Asian-owned store across the road placed an order and got their delivery. Same products, same supplier, different treatment. Why? Because of Black Hair Month. Oh, you want war? They want war. So what, we're little children now? Yeah, we step out of line, a little smack on the wrist, go on the naughty step. Is that what you're trying to say? Or in Black Hair Month, you're trying to make black businesses struggle. Is that what you're trying to do, yeah? And true say you can't do nothing worse to us anyway, because you're already selling bad mind products that are broken up everybody. You want to target the black-owned businesses. You want to push them out even more. They're making me think we need to go on a madness. They're making me think we need to push this further. They're making me think we need to continue after this month and just push it to that second. And I won't lie to you guys, I know the name of the supplier. I got the name of the supplier. He showed me. I saw the messages too. I don't want to put this black business in any more trouble, yeah? And I don't know how many other black-owned businesses they're supplying to. So, I don't think I'm going to name drop. However, this ain't a dictatorship. Let's talk. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think we need to do? Because clearly this is war. They want war. Oh, so you know about it. You know about the boycott. We've seen the sales. We've seen your shops empty. We know what's going on. But cool. All right then, it's war. Guys, let me know. Let me know. Let's talk.
Top of the AM, man. Top of the AM TV land. Top of the AM, man. It's 7 a.m. You listening to me? That means he woke us up this morning, man. He gave us a chance, man. Get up and go get it, man. Whatever your endeavors is, whatever your goals is, just go get it. Don't listen to nobody but yourself, your own self-conscious. Hey, man, listen, today's PSA, I want to follow up about the Asian boycott. Blacks talking about boycotting the Asians, man. So I want to drop a little commentary real quick this morning based on a lot of comments that I've seen, a lot of comments that came on my page from my video that I did. Hey, check this out. First and foremost, all that shit about, oh, blacks need to stand up and stand on business and do this and do that. Man, listen, man. That's why I say people who make them kind of comments, you're in your feelings. You're thinking emotional. We ain't gonna stand up and do shit against another race until we get our shit together. We're not gonna battle nobody until we come together. Have common sense, man. It's going to show you dudes don't have no type of leadership in you. You wasn't born and raised by real leaders. You wasn't mentored by leaders, bro, because if you was, you would know how to strategically plan, plot, and move. Nigga talking about he moving. No, I ain't talking in emotions. I move strategically. Man, the fuck out of here, man. We just jacked up, bro, as a culture. And I'm sorry to tell y'all and bust y'all bubble, man, because we don't like the truth. But I'm here to give it to you, whether you like it or not. Truth and facts, man. We're not going to conquer and do shit until we get this black culture back on lines, man, like it's supposed to be. You always going to have those who's a part of our culture who going to go against the grain and be like, oh, shit, I'm still going to spend my money with my Asian buddies. Oh, shit, I'm going to get my Chinese food. Oh, shit, I ain't finna be boycotting, man. I'm going to get my little cheap-ass clothes from the swap meets. We going to always have them kind of blacks. But let other cultures come together. They ain't going to do that shit. They going to stick to the grain and they going to be disciplined. Because if they don't, the culture going to discipline their ass. See, you see the difference? They own culture gonna discipline their own, man. If they serious about a movement, bro, and you go break the grain against the movement, then they gonna deal with their kind. We don't, bro. We always gonna have them house niggas and them punk ass niggas that's gonna go against the grain who don't believe in what's righteous, bro. When it's really a righteous fight. You should have been spending your money with the people in the first place. Then you wouldn't be mad. You shouldn't be depending on them in the first place. Then you wouldn't be mad and upset. That's why I say you're in your emotions, man. Blacks got to come together, man, and shut up. Stop talking on the internet and just unite and come together, man. Then we have something to talk about. Word of the day, man. Coming from a real OG, whether you like it or not.
The black community constantly complains about racism, yet here they are doing the same exact thing they complain about to Asian Americans. This person thinks it's funny that business people lost money.
And listen, this is a case of we own you. Okay? These immigrant groups believe they own you, they own your dollar, and you have to spend money at their businesses. Okay? These people literally raise their children to not support anything that you do at all unless it's something negative. Okay? These are people who created a system of different types of monopolies in your community. And now that monopoly is in jeopardy right now. Okay. Why is that? There's a generation of these different immigrant groups of children who have never had to struggle, never suffered, never really had to work hard for anything, because guess what? Off of your hard work and your labor and you giving them your dollar. Now they're making videos trying to gaslight you and saying, oh, well, you want a war versus us and you want this and that. Bro, we just saying we're not spending money with you. We're not threatening you. We're not being disrespectful to you. We don't owe you our money. You don't spend any money in our businesses. So we're just not cowards. We're saying, hey, listen, you want to mistreat us? Okay, we don't want to spend money at your businesses anymore. All of this gaslighting, knock it off.
Welcome back, brothers and sisters. Now, let's talk about it. You see, while I was watching this video, there's something that really stood out to me. And it's the amount of energy that these Asian people are willing to make just to win, black customers back. I mean, imagine putting all that energy, putting all that effort into convincing black people, into tricking black people to spend with you again without them knowing. Instead of simply rebuilding the trust with them. Instead of just looking at the trust that has been, broken between Asian community and black community. Now, if this funny thing is true, because I find it to be funny. It almost sounds like the goal of these Asian people is just to win back the black dollar without first winning back the black people, the black excellence and the confidence behind that black dollar. Now, that's exactly why so many people are paying attention to this conversation. Now, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let's have like 5 key messages that, these people are trying to raise. I think it's always good to have, a take-home message. Now, the first message I took from this video is the importance of verification before you buy anything, before you pay your money. I mean, if you are intentionally trying to support a particular community, don't rely on a profile picture like a catchy song or even a short video that that is surrounded by that product. Like you listen to a certain advert or other things, or the sticker or the label that is on that product. Take a little extra time, look for interviews, live videos, official business information, and consistent online history. You see, supporting a business should be an informed decision, not something that catches you by surprise, that catches you unaware, not like or an emotional reaction. Okay, you need to take your time. Otherwise, you may end up thinking you are supporting black people, you are supporting your own community, not knowing you are unknowingly elevating somebody else who may not, invest back into your community. Now, the second message is that people are becoming much more intentional with like where their money really goes. Now, you can see that more consumers are asking, who owns this business? Who is the owner behind this shop? Who is the owner behind this store? Where does my money end up? And what values am I actually supporting? It's now beyond I'm giving you money so you give me the product. It's now beyond I'm giving you money so you give me the service. It's beyond that. After you've found the product, after you've had that service, still you want that money to matter even to your own life, even to your own community. So whether somebody agrees with that approach or you don't agree, but I think consumers have the right to make some sort of informed choices about where they spend their money, not because they just want the product or they just want the service. Even after they have found this, still where that money goes really matters. Now, the third message is just how powerful social media has now become. One viral post, one convincing AI-generated video, or one misleading advertisement can influence thousands of people buying, like their buying decisions. These agents can just create somebody who look like a black person, dressed like black, talk like black, advertising a certain product, which they say is black. People can easily, without, if you cannot be careful, you can easily be tricked into buying that, no, hoping you are buying from black person, not knowing you are buying somebody else. So that's why digital literacy matters now more than ever. It's always good to know, like, is this video made of AI? Is this video real? Even if when you get that product and it's society black owned, still you need to find out. People have to question what they see instead of assuming every video or like every advert or like every product or everything they see online is real. They need to verify it personally. Now, the fourth message is that it's about trust. Once trust is broken, once it's erased, once people have doubt about trust, that trust can be very difficult to rebuild. You see, relationships between businesses and customers depend on credibility. Relationships between black community, Asian community, in terms of financial transaction when it comes to business, it really is something that really matters. If customers begin feeling that they are being misled, they are being tricked, whether it's through marketing, through branding, through labeling, identity rebuilding, that confidence, can take a long time to be rebuilt. It's not that easy. Okay. Yes, you may trick black people today, but as time goes, and the good thing is, somebody said, when I was reading some comments, somebody said they may label black owned, but black people know, okay, how black owned things really taste or really look like. They may buy it for the first time, but not the second time, because they'll have to taste it and know, no, it doesn't look like it's made of black people. Okay, because they know. Sometimes you may know what your community can make. That's good to always be familiar with what your community is capable of doing. Now, the fifth message is that many people want stronger support for businesses they believe genuinely represent their own community, their own black community. Now, these videos show that there is a growing desire, there is a growing willingness for verified directories, trusted recommendations, and transparent business ownership, without just going straight and buy that, without spending, without just letting your money come out of your pocket, come out of your bank account, or come out of your wallet. Okay, you have to verify. That's what I've observed in this video. People simply want confidence that their spending reflects the choices they intended to make. Not only they just want that product, still they want the product, okay, and they also want to make sure that this money is still in their house. I'm talking of the black community. They should be aware that, no, I'm not really losing the money. Okay, it's just, it's out of my pocket, but it's still in my house. It's still in my community. It's still it's still with my relatives, my people. So that's the thing. Now, those are the biggest takeaways I found to be, so essential in this video. And I'm interested to, hear from you. Do you think customers should always verify who owns, a business before making a purchase to ensure that, indeed, this is black owned? Or you think that's all, it's okay as long as it's black owned, just support it anyway? What practical steps do you think people should take to avoid being misled, to avoid being tricked, to fall for this scam? Because we can call it a scam. There's no way you can make somebody buy something hoping it's something else, yet it's not that. So I think that's a scam. But now, those are my take, those are my perspective of how I looked at these videos. Drop your thoughts in the comments, because it matters to have your thought as well. Because it matters to have different perspectives. Your comment is also part of this conversation. Let's learn a different perspective from you. And if this is your first time here, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and join us for more conversation on the stories everyone is talking about. Otherwise, I'm proud you came to watch the video. See you next time, and have a blessed time.